Okay, let's create an MCP server. If you remember, we said that MCP servers can return resources, they can return prompts, or they can be tools. Tools do things, for example, they can compute. Prompts are messages that are returned back to the user, and the user can enter extra information, and then that whole thing again can be used as prompt for the large language model as well. Resources are structured data that can be used by the large language models, for example, a JSON document or a file content. In this lecture, we want to create a very simple tool. If you know the structure of a tool, then you can add more code to it and make it more complex. So I will create a folder or directory called tool, and I put my source file in it. Your source file must be server.py. The first thing to do is to import fastMCP. So we can say from MCP server fastMCP import fastMCP. Then you need to create an MCP instance. So we can say MCP is new of fastMCP. In fastMCP, you can also optionally provide a name. Then create a function and do whatever that your MCP server is supposed to do. For example, if I'm going to create a tool that accepts my name and then gives me a personalized greeting, I can create a function and I can call it greetings, and then that is going to accept like name, and it's going to return string. Sorry, I have GitHub Copilot and it just keeps adding random code. So the function will be like this. Make sure that you add annotation, and this is very important because when your tool is loaded into your host, for example, into Claude Desktop, it reads these annotations and then from that annotation understands that what your tool is doing. So we can say a function, or you can say a tool function or a function that returns a greeting message, and then change it to accepts a parameter called name and returns a personalized greeting message. Make sure that it is as descriptive as possible so that the AI or your LLM can understand that what this tool exactly doing. That's it. How do we make these greetings a tool? You just mark it with mcp.tool. As an option, you can provide a name as well. So this MCP tool works, however, it's returning unstructured data. Unstructured data is only accepted because of backward compatibility. If you want this to be compatible with Claude Desktop and modern AI assistant tools, you better import Pedantic and then return a structured data. For example, you can say from Pedantic import base model, and then you can create a class. You can say class, let's say greeting, and then base model. It doesn't need annotation. And base model has a property or attribute called message. Make sure that you change the return type of your function to this class as well. And then when you return it, do it this way. You can say greeting. And that should work. Now to test this, make sure that you are where your source file is, which is for me tool. And then you can say MCP dev and then server py. MCP CLI tool may ask you to install extra packages. If it says, I want extra packages to be installed, for example, the inspector, just say yes. And then it will give you a URL. If you click on it, it will open it in a browser. Do a control click on this link and it will open it in a browser. So by default, the Python SDK uses UV, which is like a tool that combines pip and many other tools together. Because we are just relying on the standard Python tools, you can change this to MCP because the command is MCP CLI, and then remove anything before run. So basically you just say MCP run, and then this is my server py. Click on connect, and then it connects to your server. Because we developed a tool, click on tools, and then list tools. You will see your greetings here. Now if I click on greetings, it says name. Put your name, run tool, you will see that it says greeting, hello, and then my name. And also it checks to make sure that the structured and unstructured responses are the same. That is it. Now we have a tool. As I said before, if you want to do something complex, then it's just a matter of writing a more complex code within your function. In the next lecture, I will show you that how we can create resources and prompts as well. And then later we will install our MCP server in Claude Desktop.